that you're being physically abused, then that member is a member of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
Officers responded after a report of a domestic violence incident involving a member of detention staff in Charlotte County.
I want to talk to you, buddy. How you doing, back? I'm Sergeant Old, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Major Collins, Detective Joseph. Dylan?
Yes, sir. What's going on? I was on the phone with my friend.
Okay. You know the phone call?
I just hung up as soon as I walked up.
So there's some allegations with domestic violence here. So I'd like to talk to you and get your side of the story.
Okay.
You want to talk to us?
Sure, absolutely. What's going on?
Okay.
Well, that's what we're going to go talk about.
I haven't been
go
here.
to the office. I know that. I've been here waiting for you.
Okay.
So
Is she okay?
She's okay. But the allegations are serious and we have to talk to you about them.
Okay.
Okay? Because you got a firearm, I'm going to take it.
Oh.
We're going to go over here. Make sure you have no other weapons.
Yeah.
Is anyone else in your car?
No one's in my car.
Okay.
I just picked up my car. Keys are right here. My wallet's in my car. I got no weapons in my car. Can I shut it off?
Yeah, we'll shut it off. You want to secure your car?
Yeah.
I got to make sure you have nothing
Yeah,
on
I
you.
got you.
Because you know how this goes.
I understand.
We like to get both sides of the story, and we never want to go by one side of the story. But we have to treat it as a criminal investigation. You understand that?
I understand.
I know you probably do understand everything, but I have to make sure I tell you that. You know what I mean? You have no knives?
No, sir.
Okay.
I just had the firearm.
Hey, I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And let me check. Because we're going to take you in an unmarked car, okay? To keep it discreet.
Okay.
And we're going to go back to the office.
Right.
Okay? Cooperation goes a long way with me.
Absolutely.
So is the truth. I'm a true seeker.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
believe you just as much. Detective Resty is going to double check you because you're a law enforcement officer, you know.
Yeah, no,
Go ahead.
you go back to the car.
Oh, okay.
If you're good with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, my. What?
We'll talk about it.
talk about
If
it.
we
We
do it out
can't do it
here,
here.
it's not professional, man.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
I was in class all day. I don't even understand what's
I
going on.
know you've been. I know. That's why we're going to give you the opportunity, brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not here to hurt you.
Can I put these in my pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
My car's right here.
The Toyota?
Yeah. You want to sit in the back?
Yep.
Investigators say the allegation was received on July 19th, prompting the Sheriff's Office Domestic Violence Unit to open an investigation. Authorities say the case involved an off-duty corrections deputy accused of a domestic-related offense. He was later identified as 22-year-old Dylan.
Prior to taking the sworn statement, I'm going to place you under oath. I don't think we need to do that at this point. We're going to deviate just a little bit because I don't want to put you under oath right at this point because of what's going on. But what we're here for is an allegation that you're being physically abused by a partner of yours that you're currently residing with, and that member is a member of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. That's why we're here. Okay, so it's my understanding that a current injury brought some suspicion by other members that were concerned for your safety, and that's why it's now in our hands, and we're here talking to you about it. So we're just doing some fact finding at the moment. I heard you went to the hospital Monday. Was it Monday?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to talk about on that injury?
No.
Okay, so you got nothing to say about it whatsoever? Is there anything that you feel the sheriff's office should be involved in?
No.
Is there anything we can do to help you out with anything? I mean, at this point, if without you divulging any information and talking about what we're kind of hearing on the sidelines, is there any help that the sheriff's office can help you to get out of that situation? No. Okay. Would there be anyone that you would feel more comfortable to talk to about it, or you're telling me that nothing physical is going on, there's nothing criminal going on by the other person?
I just don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Okay.
You know, our biggest concern is making sure that you're okay. So,
And I know you have children involved, and that's a huge concern in this whole thing. Are they home tonight? No, they're not. Are they with the father? Is that what they? Okay. All right. So there's no issues there, correct? Okay. the situation at home right now, are you safe if you go home?
Yes.
You don't have any fear of there being any violence or anything like that? Because, you know, we could get you help tonight, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Can I ask who your is currently right now that you're residing with?
Do I have to answer that or?
I'm not putting you under oath right now. So, I mean, I've heard that he's an employee. I've heard he's an employee in corrections. Right? Dylan, is that who I'm?
Still in it.
And there's nothing you want to discuss with us in this atmosphere right now? Okay. Do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. All right. So the reason of this incident is dealing with an employee of the sheriff's office who is subordinate to you, Rebecca. Something has been brought to your attention involving her and her current boyfriend, which is Dylan, who is a corrections deputy currently working for the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what, in your own words, recently happened that was brought to your attention about those two?
Over the last few weeks, I've just noticed marks on her.
What specifically were those marks that you noticed initially?
Black eye. I think it was her right eye.
Okay. Something about, what was another injury? Her,
Well, she mentioned about a busted eardrum.
okay,
And then off duty, we had went out and she had some bruises on her arms.
right. And what, when you saw those off duty, did those bruising look like?
Like fingerprints.
Like she had been grabbed on the shoulder or something like that?
Yes.
And at the time that those happened, which had been several weeks, correct? Those a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Probably within the last 4 weeks.
Okay. So within the last several weeks, you noticed those injuries. Did you have any concern, or did she being Rebecca, did she discuss how those happened initially?
No.
And then tonight being before midnight or after midnight, that a certain
Before midnight.
So before midnight, which would actually be 7/18, so the day before. What was brought to your attention at that time?
And she was sitting next to me and she had just come in and
And what time does her shift start?
6:30.
6:30. Okay, so she had been there just a short time, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And had just mentioned about him having car issues. She had to take him to school. Can't really recall how I said it. I think I had said to her maybe about, did he give you a black eye?
Right.
And she had said, shook her head yes. And then I said, and what about the busted eardrum that you said that you had a few weeks ago? Did he do that too? And she said yes.
And then did she say anything else to you during the course of that conversation with her?
About what?
Anything? I mean,
what
did
happened?
she at any point? I mean, she admitted to the 3 incidents. Did you ask about the marks on her arm, or no? Once she just talked about the eye, the
Yeah.
ear, that was enough for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I had just questioned her on if she had somewhere to go, if she was going to be leaving him, and she said she couldn't leave until their lease was up in December.
Police say detectives gathered statements and evidence before determining probable cause for an arrest. Authorities say Dylan was taken into custody the following day and booked into the Charlotte County Jail as the criminal investigation moved forward.
And then but she never said anything that you recall about her still being in fear of what he's going to do. To you, her concern is she just doesn't want him to get in trouble and lose his career over these actions. Is that how you're feeling? Not that she is in immediate need of assistance from the sheriff's office?
I can't recall with everything said if she mentioned being in fear of going home at all.
Right. But she hasn't said that to you since.
No, I don't think she's made that comment, just more of not knowing how he's going to react once this comes up.
Gotcha. Okay.
You ready to go?
Yep.
Paperwork stuff?
Yep. All in there?
All right, my man. All the other paperwork that he needs is in. All right. All right, we're gonna go out this one. I'm parked in the by the old back door here, man.
Okay.
So we're gonna go right out here, bud. I'm too wide for that.
Yeah.
Come over here and put your butt in first, then scooch in. You got it? I'll figure it out. All right, man.
Good.
Yep.
All right, thanks, sir.
Later, officers arrested Dylan, 22. He was charged with felony domestic battery. Investigators say the allegation triggered both a criminal case and an internal administrative review within the sheriff's office. Authorities say Dylan has been placed on administrative leave without pay while the agency conducts its own examination into the incident. Officials emphasize their commitment to accountability and maintaining public trust, noting that employees are expected to meet professional standards both on and off duty. What's your take on situations like this? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more real-world case breakdowns.